Good evening, guys. Winding down for the night, so you got me in my jams. But I had one come to mind, so I figured I'd share. This particular story is going to tie into how God will whisper things to you and how it's important to know that voice and to listen. This story, I'm in my 20s, and at the time I was dating somebody else I'm not married to now. She was my first love. Y'all know how that is. And some family of hers had a wedding. And so we went to this wedding. Me, her, and her family. And it's a nice wedding. It's at like a family farm. It's really pretty. And it was fun. And like a lot of weddings, there was alcohol being served there. Now, I'll admit, I had had some to drink, which wasn't like me then. But I partook. And I probably had a little too much. I mean, I wouldn't say that I was inebriated or anything, but I was definitely intoxicated. And so the family said, well, you should stay with us. So we went back to her mom and dad's house. And the mom and dad were like, well, you shouldn't drive home. So why don't you stay here and you could stay in her brother's room? And I said, okay. Seems fine. As the night winds down, we all end up going to bed, and I go in the brother's room and I lay in the bed and I try to sleep. But I keep hearing and getting this feeling that I don't need to stay there. I tried to sleep it off, or I tried to just doze it off, but I couldn't shake the feeling that I just needed to go. I almost felt like I wasn't safe in a way. And by then, it had been some time since the wedding reception, and I'd sobered up some. So I said, I guess I'm gonna go get my keys, and I'm gonna head home. And go and grab the keys, and my girlfriend gets up out of her room, and I had told her, I said, I'm gonna go home. I just want to go home. And she said, well, no, don't drive. Let me drive you. Leave your car here and let me drive. So I let her. And that was that. Not a very exciting story at all. But I just figured I would share that because sometimes, you never know. There was just something telling me that I needed to leave. At the time, I was driving a 97 Toyota Avalon, champagne colored. Man, that was a good car. I ain't gonna lie. That was a good year and a good engine for that car. It was old reliable. 97 Avalon. But guys, I just want to share a story like that. Just to let you know what it is like. A lot of people think God's going to just say something out of the clouds, and he could if he wanted to, but a lot of times he says it in a still small voice. Do you have the ears to hear? Y'all have a good night.